You know what I've always found amazing is the fact that most people are down on what they're not up on. And here's what I mean by that. My name is BK Borrego, and I own a company called Vemma. And it's been called a few things lately, and I want to talk about that for just a minute here. You know, I started over 8 years ago, and in those first 7 years, we didn't really have that much buzz happening. But you know what? My brand partners and our corporate team quietly worked our butts off to claw our way into that coveted $10 million a month sales mark last July. You know, in this $167 billion network marketing industry, out of the thousands of companies, only about 100 reached that level, so I'm kind of proud of it. Then the buzz started. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube started blowing up with what we've got going on with this Verve brand and this YPR, this young people revolution. That's what they call themselves. And what's happening also with our bod-e brand. And that brand actually is endorsed by this guy by the name of Chris Powell. He's a TV transformation specialist. And so with all this going on, what took us 7 years to pull off, in just the last 12 months, we doubled it to over $20 million a month. In fact, before I forget, download Chris Powell's app. It's free. Go to Google Play or the App Store. Search Chris Powell or Vemma bod-e. You're going to love what you're going to see with that app. Well, like any good movie, you're going to find a critic or two. We found a couple. And with our success that our brand partners have earned in this crappy economy, you know, we've kind of had this fair share of critics, and some of these critics complain about the cost of Verve. You know, a little over $3 a can delivered to your door. You know, our whole model, if you don't know, it's kind of like Amazon.com. You order it online, it arrives on your doorstep. And the funny thing is, these same critics calling us out on that price are typically going into a Circle K or 7-Eleven, paying $2-3 for a can of Red Bull, or better yet, $4 for a cup of coffee at Starbucks. Now, I know we're a premium price product, and I'm proud of that because we deliver an ultra premium product, and nothing like you can find anywhere on the planet. It's like 3 products in one. It's an energy drink, it's a super juice with mangosteen and pericarp, and a multivitamin. The Vemma formula that's found inside each one of these cans of Verve is clinically studied. It's physician formulated. We're not messing around when it comes to the health results people get. There's no energy drink that even comes close to it. Now, second thing, you know, that the critics talk about with price, we've got a program that if you like the way you feel in Verve, tell a few friends about it. Get 3 or more customers, and guess what? You get your product for free, which I think actually beats Red Bull's price no matter where you go. And lastly, the critics talk about our business model. And they throw around the term scam and pyramid scheme when they're criticizing how we do business. Now, it's super easy to throw those terms around, but it's another thing to prove it. And just fact, last week I read this article in Forbes magazine, and they were calling the college education system in this country a pyramid scheme. Now, I'm not saying that, but we've all heard about the $1.2 trillion in college debt and more debt than credit card debt in this country, and we've seen the headlines about 52% under or unemployment for college graduates. And do you realize that 40% of those college graduates that found jobs work in jobs that don't require a college degree, yet they're still stuck with the debt? And it's frustrating to this talented group of young people because they're just following the advice that every well-meaning person told them to do, and then they jump into a new economy buried in this debt that you can't even bankrupt yourself out of. And here is the most socially connected market segment in the history of the planet, and they're stuck in this crappy economy. And so I come up with this concept to offer them a plan that may get them unstuck, and these critics call us a scam. So what any critic needs to understand, our business model, this business model that we call social network marketing, is a $30+ billion domestic industry, $167 billion worldwide. In fact, pro sports, all of pro sports, $24.3 billion. So it's bigger than all of pro sports, and it's bigger than the music and movie industry at $25.4 billion. And there's 87 million people around the world that are working in network marketing. And so this is a big deal, and these small-minded critics call this industry a scam. So what you need to understand, because I'm not even going to talk to them, I'm just going to talk to you. Every product that hits the market has a marketing budget. You know, you might not know this, but Red Bull spends $900 million a year to get you to drink their product. They send a guy into outer space and have him jump out of a balloon, and that's legitimate advertising. You know, when you stop and think about it, the reason we get criticized, not because of Verve. I mean, Verve's an awesome product. People criticize us solely because how we spend those same marketing dollars. And do you realize right now, I'm paying regular, hardworking people, these brand partners out there, almost $2 million a week to promote my brands. Now, if I was taking those same dollars, and my goal this year is to pay out $117 million of those dollars to my brand partners, and I spent that money on traditional advertising, all of a sudden I'm legit. But if I think outside the box by rewarding the number one form of advertising, word-of-mouth advertising, and pay people that fall in love with these products to promote them, I'm running a scam. How much sense does this make? But listen to this. I want you to think about this. When somebody spends $100 or $200 a month at Starbucks, people, they don't even think twice about it. They're not surprised. In fact, do you realize just the average Starbucks customer spends about $100 a month, between $1,100 and $1,400 a year on coffee. And it doesn't have near the health benefits that this Verve product has. And if you bring 3 of your friends into a Starbucks and you ask for a free cup, they will look at you funny. So, critics, don't hate on us because we're different, because we're a healthy choice. And don't call us a frickin' pyramid scheme, because we're not. And here are just, if you did your homework, here's a few glaring reasons why we're not. Number one, we sell a real product here that provides real results, products that you can't find anywhere else, okay? We're not selling air. It's a free sign-up, kind of like Facebook, you know, and we give you a free website, so you don't even have to handle the product when you refer people. It's all done online, and you get the credit. We have a free mobile app that cost me over $500,000 that allows you to promote these brands through text and video and track your business. It's amazing, hot mobile technology that's really never been done before in our industry. I give it to you for free. A free back office to track your purchases and your customers' purchases. And finally, we offer an opportunity for some people to get some customers and enjoy free product. Or if you want to get more customers and get some retail cashback bonuses, that's available to you there. And if you find some people that want to do the same thing, you can earn some additional bonuses. But what you need to understand is every bonus that we have is solely based on the sale of a product. Nobody is ever paid for just signing someone up. And how could we? It's free to join. And one of the biggest things that we offer an entrepreneurial person in almost 50 countries around the world is the opportunity to partner up with me and take advantage of my ideas, my brands, my infrastructure for success that I've literally invested tens of millions of dollars to create. And you can tap into all this when you place an order of any size with Vemma. What you need to understand is I'm not after your order of $75 or $150 for some cases of Verve. I want you to build a business where we both win. To help you promote it and get your product for free, or help coach you into creating a part-time or even a full-time income to help you monetize your social media brand equity. And if you get a better offer than to team up with a guy that's done almost $2 billion in sales and paid people like you almost $1 billion, take it. And if you're not, take a look at Vemma. So, critics, this is what you need to understand. When you give your money to Vemma, what you're doing is you're buying a product like you would buy from Amazon.com. And everything that I just listed is free. And this product is amazing. And if you don't agree, guess what? You get your money back. You got 30 days to decide whether you like the taste of Verve. It should take you about 15 seconds. Most people love it. But listen, Vemma, I understand. Vemma as a business isn't for everybody. But our products, these ultra-premium products, are for everybody, because when you feed your body 63 trillion cells with this clinically studied Vemma formula, your body is going to thank you, because wellness is the foundation of this company. And yes, I know you've heard the stories. They're all true. We have some people that are hugely successful, making a lot of money. And not everybody's going to reach that level of income. And these incomes are not typical. But you want to know something? The people earning these bonuses aren't typical either. They're hardworking. They grind it out. And here's the great part. Everyone has a shot at it. I don't determine who succeeds. I don't have a special compensation plan for college graduates. I don't have another one for high school dropouts. I don't care about your race, your sex, your religion, your background, what you've done in the past, or how hard your childhood was growing up. The only thing I care about is where you want to go with your life and this Vemma business, because I am one of those guys that believe that your past doesn't equal your future. And we've got others earning a great part-time income. In fact, 92% of the people earn under $6,000 a year with Vemma, and that's not great, but it's not bad. Because you stop and think about it. I don't think if you drink Red Bull for a year, they're going to cut you a check for $6,000. It just is not going to make any sense to them. And you realize about 80% of those people are really just customers that want to enjoy our products, and they could care less about our business or getting any kind of cash back, and they may want to refer some people to the business or to the products so they get their product for free, but they don't even really care about that, because success with Vemma is a journey, and everybody starts off in that 92% group. It's not a bad place to start, but you don't have to stay there. You get to decide how much that you want to earn and how much that you want to do and how hard that you want to work, and it's no secret that success takes effort. But when you work as a team and be able to promote some pretty amazing products, it's kind of a fun thing to do. But here is the bottom line. Everyone is different. So instead of hating on us because we're different, just realize something. We are not going anywhere. Vemma is a company that's built to last, and a scam company would not invest into a 180,000 square foot state-of-the-art manufacturing facility. One of the finest in the entire country, capable of producing 1.5 million units a day. We would not invest in one of the finest R&D departments in the industry, run by a medical doctor, PhD. Scams and pyramids don't spend their money this way. They put the money in their pocket. For my 18 years as an owner in this industry and almost $2 billion in sales, I've been called a lot of things. And thankfully, most of them positive. But look on the internet. 15 years ago, the FTC investigated my first company called New Vision for some health claims made by some of the distributors. And here's what the FTC asked me not to do anymore. Don't make health claims. And they didn't find me. And the only reason I bring this up is because I don't try to hide from my past. I take accountability, and I do what I promise to do. And stop and think about it. I don't think a guy running a scam would be that transparent. And, here's one last point. Like I said, I'm a guy that has put into the pockets of my distributors, my brand partners, almost $1 billion in bonuses over those 18 years. Pretty great scam. So for those of you that hate me, those of you that hate Vemma, those of you that hate our brand partners, get the flip over it, man. First off, it's not healthy to hate. And I remember something that my dad used to tell me. He said, son, the dogs bark at the moon, but it still shines bright. And I'm here to tell you, Vemma shines hope to those that want it, health to those that need it, and we are not stopping because of some barking dogs on YouTube or on the internet. Now, before I go, if after this you like me, I would love for you to follow me on Instagram. Hope you don't get tired of seeing pictures of my kids. Twitter, or subscribe to my Facebook page, because I'm maxed out at that 5,000. I don't understand why they do it. 5,000 friends. But most importantly, I want to just thank you for listening. And the more you check us out, I think the more you're going to like us. And we'll always have our critics. It means we're doing something. Thanks for listening.